Hobart is the kind of place that baffles many, but don't be fooled by the gentle exterior. You got to think of her as part science student, part nurse. Capable, no nonsense, unfussed by expectation, and as you'd expect from someone with a passion for experimentation or the calm manner to stem a gushing artery, there's heart, there's an edge, there's a twinkle to the eye, there's a desire for the different, and there's the confidence to forge forth to the beat of her own pulse. The capital of the island state of Tasmania sure is a beauty to behold. These days, Hobart fits the bill of being both historic and edgy. And so it is that the departure point for what is arguably the country's most daring art museum is Hobart's heritage Constitution Dock. There is road access to Mona, Hobart's Museum of Old and New Art, but with regular ferries and scenery like this, arriving by the banks of the Derwent River is the best way to really appreciate its scale. Carved into a sandstone cliff, its architecture alone makes it worth the visit. You can't mention Mona without mentioning its creator, local international gambling wunderkind David Walsh. But don't go telling him this is the best museum in the world, because he's not fond of that kind of what he calls gratuitous garbage. He likes Mona because it absolves him of feeling guilty about making money without leaving a mark. He appears to like Mona because it loses money. As he was building Mona, he claims that he wasn't sure what it is that he was building, and it seems he still doesn't know, but he knows what it's about, and that is sex and death. Australia's largest privately funded museum is credited with reigniting tourism to the state. But you won't find signs, maps and arrows. This is designed to be a journey of self-discovery.
Obviously, as we like to say, always come with an open mind, don't have any expectations, and make sure you leave plenty of time. This is not a place that you can do quickly. Of course, you can run through in an hour if you want, but you're going to miss the whole experience and what we've tried to design here for you.
It's provocative and experimental, and David Walsh himself has called it subversive adult Disneyland. Is there one piece here that you absolutely love beyond all others?
This that we're standing in, this James Turrell tunnel. This, for me, was the biggest surprise when we were designing and building the Turrell. It
is amazing, isn't it? I mean, just as we're chatting, standing here and experiencing the change in light, it affects the way you feel almost instantly, doesn't it? It's certainly a place to get lost and engage in some forced self-reflection. Wow. Thoroughly discombobulating and more than a little confronting. There's a lot of me. While Mona itself is home to several top-quality dining venues, it also has a couple of options off-site, like Manky Sally's Brewery in Salamanca Place.
So Manky Sally's is a bit of play on the word of where the bar and the Nano Brewery is. We're in Salamanca, which is a historic hospitality strip. It was a little bit of a nod to where we are and the fact that we're anything but Manky. It's a little bit of a twist, but we sort of call ourselves a bit of a luxury dive bar.
Far fancier than your average brewhouse, Manky Sally's is a rather elegant introduction to the local ales, as well as fruity experimentations.
I've got a Mandarin Goza, so it's a salted sour beer, so it's really tart. It's got a little bit of salt, and then it's got a bunch of mandarin in it, so it has some really nice fruit, citric fruit notes to it.
It leaves a really nice aftertaste, doesn't it? It's really elegant.
Yeah, really clean. And that's a lot of that salt in the back end of the palate. It also sort of makes you coming back for more. I was walking down the street, one of the corner of my eye, saw a pretty little thing.
Salamanca's iconic sandstone warehouses date back to the early 1800s. But these days, the precinct is home to some of Tassie's trendiest establishments. Moss Hotel is one of Hobart's finest, managing to blend the historic with the contemporary and even adding a touch of Tassie's wilderness to its sophisticated design. With 41 rooms spread across 2 buildings, the boutique hotel is a nod to Hobart's rich history. Moss. It just sounds inviting, doesn't it? Lush, mysterious, subterranean, and the promise of all that juicy vitality you expect from the sponge of a forest. And the sandstone here suggests that this place has been carved out of the rock, and you can't help but feel immersed in the raw elegance of nature.
Ain't no rest for the wicked until we close our eyes for good.